Welcome back everyone to the Direwolf20 1.7 mod pack. So I'm getting ready to make the farming station that I wanted, and I've got the slice and splice in place, and all I need is these two. I've never used this thing before, so... Oh, it's got some neat particle effects. And now we have the Z logic controller, and apparently that damages the axe and the shears just slightly, not much. And here we go, farming station. So this thing I was kind of thinking of setting up next, kind of close to the storage building, actually a bit closer to the bridge maybe. And I don't actually know what the maximum range on it is. It might be good to go ahead and double check that really quickly. Okay, looks like I was testing generators in this creative world. Let's see, I want the farming station, and let's grab a one of each of the capacitors. And a capacitor bank, I think, would be helpful. Let's see, that's the creative one. So let's see, this would have been more useful if I was in a super flat world, but this area is pretty flat, and that's good enough. So I am going to be planting some kind of trees, probably oak. And I need to give you power. What the heck? Oh, the horse has a hat. That is so funny looking. I should actually set it to day here. Okay, so you plant 3 blocks away with no capacitor. And it says no power, but that's not right. And can you put the basic ones in? No. What about the double layered? It needs more saplings now. So that increases its range by 2. That's what it looks like. Wow, that's actually a lot more than I thought it would. So the octatic capacitor would increase it by how much? Another 2? Yeah, so that's 7 away from the farming station by the looks of it. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't need that many trees, so... And how much was it again without the capacitors? I've already forgotten. Right, it plants 3 away, so... Okay. So 3, 5, 7. I can remember that. So let's see, we got the intersection here. So that's 1, 2, 3... So maybe I could put the farming station. No, not there. How do I pick this thing up? I probably need a wrench just to be on the safe side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That, I miscounted, I guess. 5, and then that's 3 between the road. And maybe move it a little bit more over this way because of the bridge. Okay, that should be good enough location, maybe even one more back. It doesn't really have to line up perfectly. So I am, oh yeah, it's 2015 now. Happy New Year's, I guess. Although to me that just meant that Walmart was that much more crowded and it made me angry. So screw you, New Year's. Yeah, I'm not much for holidays. What was I? Oh yeah, I need some item conduits for sure. Can't remember what exactly I had planned. It's a little bit confusing sometimes going between two mod packs and sometimes going for like half a week or more without playing one. And you are gonna need power of some kind. Oh. Right, well, I did actually make 4 of these furnace generators. I was going to replace these. I could, I guess, just give it one of these for now. I also need saplings for it to plant. And I'll need a way to supply it with axes. And I don't even know what I'm looking for. I don't know if it could, like, use an enchanted axe like this. I might... Well, I'll mess around with stuff later. For now, let's just try to figure out what the heck I came in here for. What was it? Saplings. Right. And probably would have been good if I'd started the timer as well. So you need saplings, and you will need an axe in a little bit. Actually, can my axes fit in there? Yeah, they can. Okay. I don't know if I'd want to use them. I doubt that the mending enchantment would work when it's in a machine like this, unless maybe it's simulating a player. Then it might work, but I don't know. Okay, so you're gonna need power, which means you're gonna need some coal, which I can do. For now, I guess this can go here since it's just a temporary location anyway. I'll give you half a stack of coal. These furnace generators generate, I think it's 1/4 of the power that the survivalists do, but they do it at 8 times the rate. So it kind of comes down to how much efficiency do you want, how much time do you have. There's also the high temperature furnace generator, which generates very little power from each piece of coal, but it does so at a pretty insane rate. I don't remember what it was. Okay, why do you say no power? You have power. Hello, zombie. Oh. I think I've mentioned it before, but I kind of want to fill in this area right here, this little natural indentation with water, because it looks like it would make a good lake. I've actually got a creeper hole that I need to fill in here. Here's a cave. I think the best way to do it would be with ice, and of course, I don't know where any ice biomes are, but there is something called the glacial precipitator, which I believe makes ice. If I'm not mistaken, I think it does. Okay, now it says no axe, so you need an axe. And out of curiosity, I'm just going to give it mine and see what it does, if it does happen to repair itself at all. Okay, so go ahead and chop stuff down. So its damage value is now 6. And I'm going to leave that there for a little bit and come back and check it later. So got 6 wood, an apple, and I assume the saplings went in here. I think. Now it just chopped another one down. That's not very good for testing, but it doesn't look like it's actually repairing itself. It probably would not anyway. So now we need to take the items out. We need to possibly store some wood, and then we want the rest to be charcoal. Okay, well, let me think about this a little bit. I'll work on it on my own. Alright, I believe I've got everything working, more or less. Why do you not have an axe? Okay, I lied, apparently. So what have I done? Well, it's kind of tricky. I decided to mess around with Steve's factory manager. I've never messed with it before, and... Okay, you do have axes in there. Why are you not giving it any axes? Insert axes. Extract whatever. What's this? Huh. Why are you not working? Okay, well, what this is supposed to be doing is... Well, the farming station up here will output its wood, saplings, apples. They'll get sent through the item conduits, land in the barrels that are appropriate. Then some of the wood is going into this alloy smelter to be turned into charcoal. And then that gets sent back to the charcoal barrel, and currently all the charcoal is out over here being fed into these 4 generators. I think I only need 2, but once these fill up, if they fill up, it should start. But I got distracted because suddenly my microphone was shaking for some odd reason. So at this point, I don't know if I've got everything balanced right here. It's kind of hard to say, and I don't know why it's not getting axes now. I could have sworn it was working before. What if I took off this item filter here? Let it insert whatever it can. Okay, that's still not working. Well, I've got a dog to take care of, apparently. Okay, I figured it out. This was set to active whip signal for some reason. I don't know why. And I don't know if I needed to add the little filter thing here for either of these, but I went ahead and added it for the one that's inserting into the farm station. And that seems to be working. So we'll keep a little stockpile of wooden axes. Wood because we're making wood, so why not? Everything else is getting extracted. Wood's going in here. Half a stack stays in here, and the charcoal gets pulled out, and it is immediately going over here, even though it's going to the barrel first. But looks like we're building up a little power buffer here. And this is probably not going to be the final location for these generators. I just put them down here for now because this is where I need all the power at the moment to start building up a little supply of charcoal. And what else? I guess I could show what I've got here. This is pretty crazy. I've honestly never used this mod before, but I figured this all out on my own. It's just logic, building flowcharts, that kind of stuff. I mean, I did major in computer science, so figuring out logical stuff is kind of what I do. My university actually never did flowcharts. They might have touched on it one day in some low-level computer science class, but I don't remember it. So what have we got here? We're sending wood to the alloy smelter. We're taking the charcoal from the alloy smelter and putting it into the charcoal barrel. We're taking charcoal from the barrel and putting it into the chest to be fed into the generators. And I like to have them all lined up neatly just because. Here we are crafting planks from oak logs, sticks from planks, and axes from planks and sticks. So there's a lot of stuff here, but it's really not that bad once you get it all, laid out, figured out. It's not bad at all. So I'm really liking this mod. I'm probably going to play with it a lot more. And these blocks aren't too expensive either. Here is the... Well, that showed me the inventory cable because I'm in bat form. Weighted pressure plates, gold, or pressure plates, whatever you want to call them. It's not too bad. I've got tons of gold. I've actually got more gold than iron, I think, strangely. And this thing is iron, redstone. That's all, really. So, not bad. And we've got just a little bit of excess wood there, not much. Let's see, no charcoal. Oh, we're actually filling up these generators more and more, and they're going to be using less fuel soon, too, because they'll be filled up. So, I think this is going to work. This should work. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this back in. And I'm going to see how long I've been recording. Alright, not too long, surprisingly, like 18 minutes, and I didn't go into any detail of how to use this factory manager mod. I mean, there are good video tutorials out there, and I'm not really good at explaining things in depth. Maybe I am, but I don't think I am, and I don't want to go over that. So what else have we done? So yeah, I think I've already shown this area briefly. So got a little bit of space between the bridge and everything. A little bit of space between the road. I need to get some like street lights or something here, so I don't have all these torches scattered all over the place. But I'll have to figure that out some other time. You can have your sapling. That's gonna want... No? Alright. It looked like it was following me, but it wasn't. And these logs, I was just considering making all that stuff in some building over here, but decided against it. I decided to just hollow out a room below the tree farm. Those guys do not look very friendly. Can I sleep? No. Server is actually kind of lagging a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I've got an idea why that might be. The computer I'm running this on is actually doing a lot more than just running the server right now. I guess that's why. It's only got like one CPU core free, but I could change that. There is actually... I could reduce the intervals on these triggers. And I guess I could have also used one of these flow blocks to make some of these triggers fire less often. Let's change a lot of them to like 10 seconds. Oh yeah, this one's on 1. There we go. So all this stuff should only fire like once every 10 seconds now, which should be more than enough. I don't even need it to go that often for the crafting. I don't think. I could probably set that to like 30 seconds, so why don't I do that? I mean, it's keeping 3 axes stockpiled. If it goes through 3 axes, even wooden axes, in 30 seconds, I'd be kind of surprised. Okay, but seriously, there's something I was thinking of doing, but I can't figure out what it was. Something small I was thinking of making. Maybe my clipboard would have the clue on it. Go away. I do actually need to make some more armor soon. My chest plate broke earlier today. Let's see. Auto tree farm. And no, it just has the stuff about setting up another turtle quarry, which is something I'll not be doing an episode on. Oh, right. Looking at the bridge reminded me. I was going to make a glacial precipitator. So this thing is made... Oh, I'm going to need snow. Any easy way to get snow? Okay, well that may have thrown... Oh, good, I do have snowballs. I should, But do I have a pumpkin for a snow golem? I don't think I do, but I only need 2 blocks of snow here anyway. And it looks like I can make snowballs from ice, so good enough. So I need 2 snow blocks. And it's kind of annoying how the recipe that you actually need to make the machine at the first is on the second page. That's a bit of a nuisance. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and craft this thing. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got the glacial precipitator here, and I believe this thing needs a water supply. Oh, and you can actually make snowballs and snow out of this as well. Okay. So it needs power, of course. And this is a thermal expansion machine, the first one I've made on this mod pack, I believe. And the aqueous accumulator makes water, which is what we need for the glacial precipitator. So I'm just going to put it down there for now. Hi, zombie. Go away. I don't want whatever you're selling. Easily accessible water. Another reason to build that lake. Ah, here we go. I thought I had one somewhere. What? Stupid zombie can't hit you. Must be the lag. It's only started since I put that factory manager down and started doing all that crazy stuff with it, so... I don't know, it could be a coincidence. So this thing is making water now. It makes water fastest if you have 2 source blocks next to it. And then we can just do a fluid conduit like that, and we should be making ice. I don't know how much power this is using though. Let's see. That seems to be a pretty good rate. And there's the dog at the door again, but I just tried letting her out, but all she did was steal some dirty laundry, so... Yeah, I don't think she needs to go out. Alright, and with ice, we could start making the lake that I want to make. Go away. Silly dog. And I guess these survivalist generators are still good enough for now. Maybe I could even add another 4, and there's a way you can combine them into one generator. It's 8 times the power, 8 times the fuel consumption. Basically, it's just putting 8 of them in one block. But we need a QED, which I think requires ender pearls. And you know how I am about ender pearls. I don't like to spend them, at least until, you know, I've gone to the end or found a ton of ender lilies, which I have not. Stuff like that. Okay, so might do most of the lake off camera. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Do need to like fill in this creeper hole first. Wanted it to stay as natural as possible. So I don't know how it was before anymore. Kind of hard to say. I've got no shortage of dirt. That looks natural, so I'll just, I guess I'll probably seal off this cave area too, like that. Then I'm going to fill this up with water. I'm not sure how high. I'll have to just think about that, I guess. So this is probably long enough for an episode. As always, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so you can keep up with my videos as they come out. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.